Hey everybody, it's Shakai11 and I'm back with a quick cooking video. Today I'm going to be making curry chicken with white rice and green peas, or you can do any mixed vegetable or steamed vegetable of your choice. I'm using green peas. My kids like green peas, so go figure. What you'll need is 2 whole chickens, or depending on the size of your family. This recipe is for 2 whole chickens cut up, or you can buy the pieces. It's up to you. Eyeball it around 2 pieces. They're all cut up into similar sizes so that everything cooks evenly. You'll need fresh garlic, fresh thyme, bell peppers, out of green, or I would use more green. This is all the green I have. Red peppers, which are optional. Some people just do green. I like a more colorful dish, and different colored vegetables have different vitamin properties. 2 carrots and an onion. I am out of scallion. If I had a scallion, I would use that as well. I'm trying to find my habanero, and habanero pepper is behind me. So habanero. For my seasoning, I'll be using garlic powder, adobo, and that's cone pimento, or with pepper or without pepper. It's up to you, because I'll still be using black pepper. A little bit of Tony Chachere's original Creole seasoning, or you can use Lowry's. It depends on what I have at the particular time. I happen to have that. Allspice, or whole pimento, ground black pepper, and of course curry powder. This is the brand that they had in the store, so that's the one I got. And I got the hot. I like a little bit of spice to mine, a little bit of kick. So you're going to lightly start seasoning your chicken, and what I did was I did wash my chicken in vinegar and water to get rid of that rawness that chicken has a tendency to have. And you just eyeball. I'm sorry, I do not cook by measurements, so I'm lightly going over the top with the Tony Chachere's. I'm also going to be going over it with the adobo, like I said, lightly. The adobo is not too salty, so. My black pepper. That's funny as heck. Sorry, black pepper in my nose. Onion powder. So you get the gist. I'm going to season it. I'm going to stir it up. I'm not going to add the curry powder. I will put the curry powder in when I come back. Okay, guys, I'm back. My chicken has been thoroughly seasoned with the seasoning that I showed you, and now I'm going to add the curry powder. While I'm adding the curry powder to my chicken, I have my pot going. This is the pot I'll be using, and I know you can't see it. Sorry, the lighting really sucks in my kitchen. I have about 1 tablespoons, 1 tablespoon, 1.5, sorry, of cooking oil added to the pot. I would say about 1 tablespoon. I'm sorry. And you're just going to heat up the pot. Mommy? Bryce, I'll see you in a minute. I'm sorry, I'll be right there. Okay. So the pot, I turned on the pot just to heat up the oil. And while that's heating up, sorry, I'm trying to do this without a tripod. You're going to just stir your curry seasoning in, or I use my hands sometimes when I'm doing a regular seasoning. I don't use my hands when I am cooking with curry. And I hope you guys know that curry does stain, so you have to be careful. Make sure you put on old clothes or whatever when you're cooking with it. Alright, so the seasoning stirred up into the chicken, the pot's going, the curry powder's been added, And I'm just waiting for the pot to heat up so I can add a little bit of curry powder to the oil. And they call it burn the curry, or you just add a little bit of curry powder to the oil so it seeps into the oil and it gets into the dish thoroughly. Okay, my oil is heated up, and now I'm going to add my curry powder. And I'm adding about about a tablespoon. You just add it and stir it into the oil. You let it brown, but don't let it burn. Of course, that's kind of hard because it's already a dark color, but as you can see, it's starting to get into a darker brown. So now you're going to add your chicken. To the bottom. And you start to stir it. Just coating it with the oil. Let the chicken lightly brown, very lightly. And then you're left with this pot that the chicken was seasoned in, and all that lovely seasoning at the bottom should not go to waste. So what I do is I add a glass full, or whatever, because you're going to have to fill up a pot of hot water, and I'm just getting the seasoning off the pot. This is the water you're going to add to the cooking pot that you got all the seasoning swirling around a little bit while checking on your chicken. You're just going to pour that liquid in. I'm also getting more liquid to cover the chicken. More water, I'm sorry. So, you're going to add your water. Lightly cover the chicken. It's not thoroughly covered, but it is covered. And put the flame on high. And you're just going to let your chicken boil. At this point, I add 2 cloves of garlic, just so it can get more of the flavor in the pot while the chicken is boiling. I will add 2 additional cloves, 2 or 3. I love garlic. It's to taste. Additional cloves later. You're just going to cover your pot and let it boil. Once it starts boiling, you're going to check on your chicken. I would say come back in about 15 minutes or so, check on it. You just constantly keep checking on your chicken. Once your chicken looks like it's about 70% done, 80% done, add your vegetables. So at this time, you're going to take this opportunity to chop up your vegetables while the chicken is boiling. Okay, I'm back. And there is my chicken. Smells so good. Starting to boil up. And here I have my scotch bonnet and my pimento. I smashed some and left some whole. And I'm just going to add that to my pot. And wash your hands after you handle scotch bonnet because it's hot. If you rub your eye, yeah, no bueno. So there you go. And here are my vegetables. That is the garlic cloves cut up, the carrots, the thyme, the peppers, and the onion. Okay, baby, I'm coming. I'll be right there. Everything is cut up and ready to add to the pot. I usually make mine with potatoes, but I don't have any right now, so there's the nice color on the veg. And I'm just going to add everything in. And give it a nice stir. Place the lid back and let everything continue to melt in. Let the seasonings and all the flavors start to meld together. And check up on your chicken in about 15 minutes. Just make sure it's done. If it's not, just let it boil additionally until the chicken is done. I did make some steamed peas, and these are steam in bags. I also made white rice. Now these are the steam in the bag peas, and yeah, I like my food with flavor. They have nothing on it. So what I'm going to be adding is some black pepper, garlic powder, and a few of the frozen peppers. I'm out of the fresh peppers. I just used the last of them for the curry. And a few of the frozen Menage peppers that I get from Trader Joe's. Or you can put onion. It's up to you. That's how I make mine, to give it a little bit of flavor. Alright, so I'll be back to show you guys the finished result. Okay, we're all done. Here is the finished result. And like I always said, smell-o-vision is a wonderful thing if you can smell the aroma. Okay. And here's the plating. Let me know if you try this recipe or if you have a spin on your own version. Some people put hot pepper sauce in it. It all depends. So here we go. We have the curry chicken, white rice, green peas. In the green peas, I added a little bit of onions and peppers, black pepper, and garlic powder.